Hey guys, it's RebelQueen. Okay, this is an anime, game, or cartoon related. As you guys know from the games and stuff, and from an earlier review, well, more first impression than anything, uh, I'm into the Kamen Rider / Super Sentai stuff, and sorry, burp, and the first in the Kamen Rider Reiwa series of shows just finished up. Kamen Rider 01. It just finished up its debut stuff, so I'm going to review that. Now, obviously they had a little bit of technical difficulty with continuing the series a bit with the whole COVID stuff, so they kind of had to stop production on some of the episodes. So the series did kind of finish a little later in production than what they normally would have, but that's okay. We kind of got to give them a break because, honestly, who expects a pandemic? But Kamen Rider 01 was a good series. I mean, it kind of, the series brings up the question, for the older people who watch it, the series kind of brings up the whole deal of human interactions with technology, because in this time where we're advancing in technology, and our technology is getting to the point where it's becoming more human-like and stuff, 01 kind of brings that up in the series. Because in the series, you have these androids that are very human-like, called human gears, and they take positions in society to help people, pretty much as cooks, florists, astronauts, firemen, etc., etc. And they're working alongside actual people, and they're just helping out. But while some people are okay with this, and you have people who aren't. And 01 kind of pretty much brings up the fact that what will happen when we bridge the gap of technology and human. Because obviously, if you know the Kamen Rider series, something happens that causes like some of the human gears to go berserk, and that's what causes our protagonist to have to fight the human gears that go berserk. But I can't really go into too much detail, because it's like, if you do want to go look it up, you'll understand kind of what's going on. But I mean, honestly, if you're an older person watching the series, you'll kind of understand exactly these deeper contexts with the whole technology and stuff. But a younger person who's watching it, they won't see it. But then again, a younger person watching it, if they can put up with sitting still for about like the 25 minutes to, if it's a English person, to for the, like I said, for about the 25 minutes to sit there and watch it to read the subtitles, that would be pretty interesting, unless there's somebody who's kind of like moi, who is so into anime and stuff that they would literally sit there and go, okay, time to sit here and watch this while reading subtitles, because there's not been an English adaptation for this series yet. Or like when been playing some old school video games and it's like stuff that didn't have any voice actors to it. It's all been, okay, you have to read this whole big bunch of dialogue. But neither here nor there. Like I said, Kamen Rider 01 was the first in the, forgive me if I mispronounce this, the first in the Reiwa series of the Kamen Rider stuff after Zio finished off the Heisei era for Kamen Rider. So, the next series is going to be, the next Kamen Rider series is going to be the second for the Reiwa era, so I think 01 kind of gave us a good start, so we'll just kind of have to wait and see how they kind of go, especially considering we're still dealing with a lot of the pandemic stuff, so and like I said, we'll just have to wait and see. But another thing that 01 also kind of teaches us in the series is to not let the bad emotions get a hold of us when, like, if somebody does wrong to us, because if somebody does something wrong to us, don't let that anger truly get a hold of us, because it's like, don't let that, I'm sorry, I'm not explaining this totally right, but hold on. It's like, it kind of becomes more pronounced towards the end there, but it pretty much gets its point across. It's like, don't let the anger and hurt, if somebody does something bad to you, don't let it take control and spread it around, basically. That's pretty much like the whole big message in 01, aside from trying to the whole technological stuff, but that's pretty much like the really big message, like if you got little kids watching, which, considering Kamen Rider is in Japan at least, is back to back with Super Sentai, when they've got this got it shown on regular TV. So, like, basically they've got, they call it their superhero power hour. So so they kind of got to try and keep things, even though honestly, depending on the Kamen Rider series, sometimes the Kamen Rider stuff can be a little bit darker than the Super Sentai, so they kind of do have to try it. But yeah, no. To give this series a rating, I would say 9.5. Obviously, those older will kind of get the deeper message, but those younger, if they can actually sit still and watch and read the subtitles, they'll just sit and enjoy for the action sequences and stuff, and maybe for what little of the plot line they can deduce. And honestly, like I said, for the first shot of its for this being the first of the Reiwa era for Kamen Rider. I think it was a good one, and with the way the series ended, I honestly kind of can't wait to see how they're going to play that off. We were supposed to get a Kamen Rider 01 movie, but because of the COVID situation, the movie got delayed, so I don't know if the ending of the series is going to be explained any further in the movie. So we're going to have to wait. If not, then the ending is probably going to get hashed out in the collaboration movie that they do with the next Kamen Rider, which, from the way they kind of ended it, I kind of think that might be the case, but that's just kind of like my little hashtag theory there. I could be right, I could be wrong. It could be kind of like with my theory on for the Kira Major 6 Ranger. I could be half wrong, I could be half right. But we'll find out. Albion and me should kind of be doing more like when we did the other stuff. We might be doing a few more of those. Might be doing a few more discussions like those. It just kind of depends on situations. Game reviews, I don't know if I'm going to be doing any more, like, any new game reviews, because there's really nothing coming out that's new that I want to play. So I might be doing more kind of like classic anime, classic cartoon, maybe a few old school games. You never know. Albion, I think he's going to try to stream, because I think, again, with the, he thinks he's got the logistics stuff figured out that was causing some issues during the last streaming session that he did. So he thinks he's gotten that stuff figured out, so should make the next time he streams a little easier. And so, for first responders, I hope you guys are able to get back to your family safe and sound. I know during all this it can't be easy for you guys to go out to work. Families of first responders, I hope you're able to, I know it can't be easy when your family members go out in this stuff, because you're worried that they're going to be coming home safe. I hope your family members come home safe. Okay, I went out with my dad today to do some shopping because we had some stuff we needed to get. People, it was on the news. We went out and it was like every other person, they weren't wearing the masks correctly. It was on the news. We have COVID cases rising, and it would help if everybody wore the mask correctly. I mean, after all, they explained, cover everything, pretty much, your home, all of this. This is not correct. You're supposed to be covering all of this. Not leaving your nose uncovered is not correct. because that's just causing more trouble. I'm sorry I'm kind of getting onto this when it's the review stuff, but come on, people. I mean, I think we all want to be able to go walking outside our houses and not having to, and go like shopping and stuff and not be wearing masks. And it just kind of gets me. It's like, I saw these people and I'm like, guys, they just had it on the news. It's like, how can you not be? It's like, don't you care about your health or the health of those around you? But anyway, or do you not want us to get out of this pandemic crisis? But anyway, sorry about that rant. Anyway, I'll try to get new stuff out to you guys soon, and even when the new Kamen Rider series starts up next week, after a few weeks of that airing, I'll see about getting a first impression video of that out to you guys. So, see ya!